Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Alrighty, guys, welcome to the show. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter to everybody. Happy Easter, guys. Hope everybody's enjoying this very special day. On the show today, guys, we're going to talk about the Groomer-gate. How the Democrats transitioned into the party of Trans-Extremists. Yeah, a lot on the show, guys. We got a lot on the show. Don't touch the dial.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Broadcasting from the Big Peach of Atlanta, Georgia. A show unfiltered, unscripted, raw. The Patriot Angle Podcast. Michael Gardner, a host like no other, unfiltered, unscripted, raw. All right, guys, we got a heated show for you, a heated show. Guys, I want to get into this topic here that we're going to label this a Groomer-gate, how the Democrats transitioned into the party of Trans-Extremists. Yes. Yes, guys. You know, just this past April 8th, right, last week actually, the great governor of Alabama, Kay Ivey, signed 2 bills into law that caught the attention of the Biden White House, right? For those who have been paying attention of my podcast video streams, I put out a special ad into the video podcasting with Kay Ivey, literally announcing everything she's doing to not only protect her fellow Alabamians, right? Is that how you say it, producer Eric? Alabamans, I guess, right? But anyway, she's out there to protect her fellow patriots of Alabama, right? That's a better way of saying it. I think that's a better way of saying it. I'm always trying to plug the terminology for each state, but hey, we try, right? Ping on that one. Thanks, Eric. Now, the first bill she signed requires students to use bathrooms appropriate for their biological sex, and the second bill makes it a felony for doctors to perform gender reassignment therapy or surgery on minors. Hold on. Applause to Governor Kay Ivey. That's literally jumping on the correct path, such as great Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida, another MAGA governor. And the term I use, MAGA, folks, is because you have these governors such as Kay Ivey, Ron DeSantis, and other conservative Republicans, not turncoats, not rhinos that are just in it for the, mighty buck, so to speak, right? These people, okay, are fighting for the American people every single day, citing in laws to eliminate this disgusting wokeism in America. It's disgusting, folks. It really is disgusting. Now signing, folks, Ivey affirmed that, and I quote, "I believe very strongly that if the good Lord made you a boy, you are a boy. And if he made you a girl, you are a girl. We should especially protect our children from these radical, life-altering drugs and surgeries when they are such a vulnerable stage in life. Instead, let us all focus on helping them properly develop into adults God intended them to be." I agree with Governor Kay Ivey of Alabama. Yes, without a shadow of doubt. Okay? If the Almighty made you a boy, you're a boy. If he made you a girl, you're a girl. There's no in-way between it all. There's no third sex. There's none of that garbage, folks. All social media, mainstream media, and big tech agenda. And, of course, all the agenda coming out of this radical administration, Joe Biden, right? Now, the vast majority of Alabamians, that's how you say it. I knew that's how you say it, producer. All right. He's smiling over here on the other side of the studio. Obviously agreed. That's why the bills pass Congress by overwhelming margins. More than 2-1 in the state House and more than 4-1 in the state Senate. Now, you could see Governor Kay Ivey literally speaking at a news conference in Beauregard, Alabama, just a few years ago on March 4th, 2019, in reference to her signing of this bill in Alabama. Just a few years ago, right? Three years ago. She said that she is going to pass a law that will eliminate all of this garbage. And I'm glad. I'm glad it passed. In both the state House and the state Senate. Awesome. Awesome. Indeed, folks, the nationwide public's opinion is on the side of the traditional understanding of the sexes. For instance, a Rasmussen poll taken earlier last year found majority opposition to transgenderism in sports, and another poll from December found strong support for the assertion that there are only two genders. You don't think, right? You don't say. Of course there's only two genders. What nutjobs in America believes that there's three genders? I'm really like a boy, but I'm a girl. I'm really a boy. Or excuse me, I'm really a girl when I'm really a boy. That's what you see all over the nation. Confused people that don't know what to believe in because their mommy and daddies agree with social media. They agree with this radical administration, this radical government we have in Washington, D.C. Yeah, that's the confusion that's coming across households where they're actually saying, you know what, sweetheart? That's okay. I truly believe, too, that you're a boy when you were really born a girl. Vice versa, right? That this is the sick derangement in this government. So, my next question. How has the Biden administration responded? One might think that the president has enough to worry about, right? Ukraine, inflation, the Hunter story, right? That gets continuously tucked under the fucking rug with mainstream. They won't even touch on that story. No. The laptop from hell, right? A lot of people come to calling it, right? No one talks about that. Oh, Hunter Biden, the golden boy of the Biden family, not even a discussion on mainstream, right? But such that he would ignore Alabama's action. After all, Democrats are literally facing a challenge, a political environment. Now, a headline that Politico put out on April 9th, right, calling it a sour an angry America posed to punish Dems this fall. What the fuck? Now, oh boy. And so maybe for their own sake, right? That Democrats should pull in their horns a little bit more, right? Toot the horn a little bit. But no, the White House went the exact opposite way, charging at Alabama head on. On April 7th, Press Secretary Peppermint Patty there, Jen Psaki, declared from her podium, today's vote in Alabama will only serve to harm kids. Oh, God. And then she went a little further, folks. She went into saying this, that Alabama's lawmakers and other legislators who are contemplating these discriminatory bills have been put on notice by the Department of Justice and the Department of Health and Human Services that laws and policies preventing care that healthcare professionals recommend for transgender minors may violate the Constitution and federal law. It may or may not say that. I'm going to producer Eric, Alicia, we're going to have to put that up on the show here soon. If you can gather that information, great. If it even says it in the fucking Constitution. I mean, I don't even recall some of these being said in the Constitution. I mean, are these like overnight weekend shit that just gets passed by the Biden administration? I mean, come on, right? Come on, man, right? Maybe. Here's one analysis, guys, and then I'm going to have to take a quick break. Maybe the U.S. government will sue to overturn Alabama's laws and the laws of any American state that dares to challenge the avant-garde vision of transphobia in America. Oh, boy. I hope. I mean, would you think, right? Right? First we had to hear the crap out of BLM, right? Which clearly had no message behind whatsoever. They were like literally orchestrating some kind of coup. You know, it was all media generated crap. I mean, literally. Every little thing that's been coming out of whether it's mainstream, the Biden administration, corrupted bigwigs, everything has just been crazy narratives just to get something passed or their voice heard. Because they don't have a voice anymore, right? I mean, it's what America has been becoming, right? Literally. Now, if the U.S. government does challenge this new vision of a transphobia, right, of what we should call it here on the show, right? If they do challenge this, if so, right, that's a fight that will play well into liberal journalism, liberal talk shows all over America, you know, crooked CNN, MSNBC, CBS, all of them. They'll all be talking about this shit in coming weeks. But not in most of the country. Not in the conservative of America, right? The conservative rural areas. They won't be talking about it. I'm sure they will have it on their mind. That, oh boy, what's this corrupted radical administration going to think of next, right? I mean, literally. But according to the left-wing Transgender Law Center, some 23 states have enacted new laws that trans advocates regard as low or negative. Low or negative. And that number, folks, is growing. It's growing since late last month. That Utah literally banned transgender athletes from competing against girls, overriding a Republican governor's veto. But that's a tale for another time, right, folks? We'll be right back after these words. Don't touch the dial. A lot more on this discussion here of the Patriot Angle Podcast. Michael Gardner, unfiltered, raw.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, how to get 30, how to get 20, 20, 20, how to get 20, 20, how to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Even questioning the justice nominee, right? Judge Jackson, right? A horrible woman after Judge Jackson refused to define woman. Remember that? Remember when Marsha Blackburn said, "Can you give us a definition of woman?" Right? She couldn't even answer that. Right? What's so hard about answering a question, right? Right? Remember this? Check this out. I mean, she said that I'm not a biologist. There you go. Get it out there, Michael, right? Jackson replied, refusing to answer the question, right? The line of question was even up for Jimmy Kimmel to rant. Listen to this. Remember that?
Provide a definition for the word woman.
Can I provide a definition?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
My God.
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a biologist.
The meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and I look at the law and I decide.
Well, isn't that a dispute?
The fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about.
My God. Even. But the line of questioning was enough for Jimmy Kimmel to rant and smear Senator Blackburn for her line of questioning. Hold on, I know the answer. You're a horrible woman, he said. Why is she a horrible woman, Jimmy Kimmel? She's asking line of questioning to make sure that this new judge, right? This new nominee, Judge Jackson, is eligible to become judge in the first place. A Supreme Court judge, one of the highest on the courts in America. She wants to make sure that she's eligible to begin with, right? How is that a horrible question? How is she horrible to even say that? I'm telling you. Kimball, who's helped Democrats raise piles of money to win elections, also went after other Republican senators, grilling Jackson. She has said that the fact that she was even nominated shows how far we've come as a country, and so of the Republican senators on the committee who have been hard at work to show how far we haven't, offered Kimball, ranting and raving to nonsense. Then he added three of them in particular, Josh Hawley, Lindsey Graham, and Ted Cruz, have been putting on a 3-ring circle jerk this week, desperately trying to get a soundbite that might make it onto Fox. Oh, they're trying to get a soundbite? No, you simple-minded idiot. They're making analogies. They're making correct narratives, not false narratives. What is this country I don't understand, folks. I really don't. Check this out.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition?
No. Yeah.
Now, you might think I'm replaying this. I'm not. This was actually on the Jimmy Kimmel show that he posted on here. Check this out.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in this context. So I'm not a biologist.
The meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Hold on. I know the answer. You are a horrible woman? Is that? And of course then, Cruz had to get on all the action. He loves talking at these things, and he really wants to know what a woman is too.
You couldn't define what a woman is. That you are not a biologist, which I think you're the only Supreme Court nominee in history who's been unable to answer the question, what is a woman?
Yeah, she's also the only one in history who's been asked that disgusting question. Sweaty Teddy then took some time to pose an important philosophical question that has many wondering if we might see him in a parade sometime soon.
Under the modern leftist sensibilities, if I decide right now that I'm a woman, then apparently I'm a woman. Does that mean that I would have Article 3 standing to challenge a gender-based restriction?
No, it means you'd be the world's ugliest woman. It means you would be a woman.
All right, Jimmy, you completely ignored what Ted Cruz was saying. He's saying that if he classifies himself as a woman, does that necessarily mean that he has all the body parts that represent a woman in this world? That's what he was referring to. You simple-minded retard. Listen to more of this hysteria on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
What a slug of a human being. I mean, this poor lady had to sit there and listen to this pontificating from a man who wipes from back to front. Did you know that, Guillermo? Yeah. And then things really got out of hand after they broke for lunch.
This was the reaction when a mountain lion paid a visit to an Irvine shopping center near Sand Canyon and Irvine Center Drive around lunchtime Tuesday.
I wasn't expecting this on a Tuesday.
Wait a minute, a Monday and a Wednesday, yeah, you could see, but definitely not a Tuesday. This was quite some hearing. In fact, I believe we have one more clip from back to the Senate.
So we're now at about 2,000 people are jumping on the phone lines, as they should, because like this whole, you should really buy everything in the hour.
Yeah.
Except for the one item that's sold out.
They've all been like really great together.
Now you know why I'm not back for 2 months. There's nothing left.
There's nothing left.
Well, and take it from me, I'm not just the president of the weak by nature volumizing.
You know, and then he goes into saying that what a disgusting human being Ted Cruz is for labeling Judge Jackson on this statement. He's a disgusting person. You just mentioned that. Oh yeah, by the way, do you know that Ted Cruz wipes front to back? How do you know? You disgusting asshole, you. Do you watch him in his personal bathroom? I'm telling you, this is America today. This is like the radicalized society that we've ever lived in, ever. Probably the most sickest generation too, if you ask me. Literally, sick and demented. Sick and demented. Oh, it gets worse, folks. Watch this. Then he's mocking Mike Lindell, right? The great patriot Mike Lindell. Watch this. Mike Lindell is currently showing support for Kari Lake, which is happening to run the campaign push for the great state of Arizona. Check this out.
I'll tell you, right now, I've been working on it 5 months,
It's a class action lawsuit against all machines.
Wow, that sounds like the worst Terminator movie ever, doesn't it? Fascinating legal strategy. And of course, I wanted to know more. I'm interested in Mike, so we tracked him down. And he's with us now, the Mike Pillow Man himself, Mike Lindell. Hey, Mike. Mike, it's Jimmy Kimmel.
I'm sorry that you startled me, and now I spilled my mug of Hot Pocket.
Oh, sorry. You mean hot chocolate?
No, I mean Hot Pocket. I liquefy them and I drink them as meal replacements.
Oh.
This one was garlicky butter crust frozen pepperoni.
Well, Mike, that sounds delicious, and you look great.
Me? Well, what about you, Jim? Wow, you look gorgeous. You're doing something with your hair.
Yeah, it's a wig. It was a bit. I can take it off. If
No, please don't. I'm getting harder than a crossword puzzle in Parade magazine, I tell you.
You know what? I'll probably just take it.
Shut this garbage off, Eric. This is garbage. That America is facing. Literally. I want to plug this in here from hashtag TrueTrumpGirl3 at 45RIA24 on Twitter. She basically is tweeting out that Mariupol has been wiped off the face of the earth, Ukrainian governor says. And then she's literally posting this. That this is at Joe Biden's ability to judge. The smartest man I know, a picture of Hunter Biden, and the stupidest son of a bitch, you know, relating to this, right? Yeah. Another tweet coming out. If you don't like 9% inflation now, guess what would have been if Biden had successfully passed the Build Back Better plan, right? Oh, God, I could have. They're actually in favor of this nonsense. Literally in favor of it. You're going to want to hear this, guys. More on this right after these words. Don't go anywhere.
Read for school. Read a recipe.
Feel and finally chop the onion.
Read a magazine. Read anything you want. Orcam Read makes reading simple. Available now at orcam.com.
I've been investing in crypto for a while now. I just put in a couple dollars every week, but why am I charged a fee every time? Well, Robinhood doesn't charge commissions. Stack those coins up over the long term. You can even do this automatically. What do you mean automatically? With Robinhood, you can automatically invest a recurring amount. You can pick out how much to invest and how often, and they handle the rest. Saves you a lot of time and money.
All right, guys, we're talking about this this new trans crap here in America, right? Groomer-gate of what I'm calling it, under the Biden administration. You know, they're praising the hell out of it. They really are. You know, it's sick. It really is. Now, here's something that might catch your eye, right? this is, I mean, seriously, this might catch your eye here, right? Talking about a lot of good stuff here on the show. And, you know, it's funny that, you know, a lot of these other podcast hosts, these talk show hosts, some of them don't even touch on this matter. I don't know if they're just afraid or they're just, you know, I don't know. But here's something here I want to get into. The Biden administration has been doubling down. Doubling down on what? Well, you're going to want to listen to this next set of wording here. Back on March 30th, to celebrate the International Transgender Day of Visibility. Yes, they actually have a day, folks. All right, everybody has to have their special day in America, right? What happened to the normalization of holidays, right? 4th of July, Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, right? You get the drift, right? No, but they have to have their day. Their International Transgender Day of Visibility. The president himself issued a proclamation in which he committed to advancing gender equality and equity, to decimating new resources to enhance inclusion, opportunity, and safety for the transgender people of America. For instance, thanks to this administration, Americans will soon be able to select more inclusive gender markers on their passports. Oh, okay. So when somebody has to identify you, which I don't think should be on passports to begin with, driver's license, or any major identification card anywhere in the world, okay? Especially crossing international borders, right? Other countries in the world. That identification has to be screened, and we have to understand what gender you are, whether you're a man, a woman. It gives you all your information, right? Sally really could be Richard, right? Richard could be really Monique, right? You get the drift, right? So they want to put this crap on passports, which I think is like, they shouldn't be able to do that. They want to make more inclusive gender markers of what they're calling it. Note here, I'll get there, folks. Trans visibility. There we go. I need to get some water here. Thank you, Eric. Yes, it's one of the heated shows, right? Yes, we get it. Folks, this trans visibility is not the same thing as trans awareness. The Trans Awareness Week is in November, and the state of Massachusetts actually celebrates Trans Awareness Month. Yeah, they're right on board with it. Remember when I had that show that I plugged in the Transgender Jeopardy, right? The champion there, Amy Schneider, when she spoke with members of the press during Transgender Day of Visibility at the White House just last month on March 31st. All right, remember when I got into that? Well, listen to this. You're going to like this next segment here, this next article that I'm putting out here on the show. That there's more of this administration. Xavier Belisar, the Secretary of Department of Health and Human Services, pledged on April 8th, just last week, I will do everything that I can to defend any American, including children, if they talk about gender-affirming care. I am there to protect the rights of every American. If we decode that language, we can see that the right to gender-affirming care means that Uncle Sam... Oh, God, they're getting into the old traditional ways of America. They're saying that Uncle Sam will pay for sex change operation. I'm not. Who the hell is Uncle Sam? That's you, the taxpayer. Do you think that they're going to expect the taxpayer to pay for sex change operations, including any therapy and follow-up procedures? That, folks, I don't know if you're aware of this, that can easily add up to six-figure medical bills? Are you aware of that? Are you aware of this radical administration wanting to pass a proposal for taxpayers to pay for sex change operations? I'm not going to pay for somebody's sex change operation and Medicare or Medicaid. Why don't they go get medical insurance on the private sector? They can pay for their own sex change operations. I'm not paying for it. Yeah, you think I'm going to pay for it? You got another thing coming. But since Bereshara's department boosts a budget of $1.7 trillion, finding that the money won't be a problem. Oh, they're saying, they're literally thinking that it won't be a problem from American taxpayers. Oh, you can penny up the bill. Yeah, okay, yeah. See if I'm going to do that. If this ever gets passed, you will see me race to my nearest House, Senate, or congressional leaders in my area, in my state, to fight against this type of crap. It's not going to be a problem. Not going to be a problem, they say. Also on April 8th, the Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, came to the defense of his husband, Chastain Buttigieg, who had tweeted back in January that school transparency legislation, which critics have mischaracterized as "don't say gay," right? And this is backed by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, will kill kids. I said this a couple episodes back that they think that this bill that Ron DeSantis passed and just currently recently that Governor Kay Ivey had passed, that they're saying that's going to kill kids, right? They're going to kill the kids passing this type of bill. And then we all remember when Buttigieg went on the View and said to the ladies, yeah, he's right. My husband is right, right? Yeah. Now, for the most part, Republicans say that teachers talking about sex of any kind to a 5-year-old child poses the real danger of indoctrination. Yep, you'd think they should be talking about other things besides sex in kindergarten to children as young as 5 and 6 years old. It's disgusting. Really is. The Groomer-gate of this administration, trying to push this crap on children. Unreal. Unfreaking real, if you ask me. Hey guys, this show is now on Amazon Music and Audible. That's right. Gonna want to check us out on Amazon Audible and Amazon Music. Great set of platforms. We are so honored and grateful to be part of the Amazon team. And we're honored that they are allowing us to be launched on those two major platforms. So thank you to our new friends here on Amazon Music and Audible for choosing the Patriot Angle Podcast. Thank you very much. A true honor to be part of the Amazon team, guys. Now, folks, I want to close this out, and I want to allow the listeners to understand where I'm going with all this. Because this is the new agenda, folks. The new agenda that the radical left, progressive left, wants to orchestrate in this country. Terrible nonsense of shit. Now, you want your America to come back to a normalization of unity and true equity in this country. Vote this garbage out. This is not America. This is not how America was founded in 1776. This is not the bedrock principles that we should live on in the next coming of generations. You want it out of your country, you want it out of your nation, your state, your city, your town, right? Vote it out. There's always elections coming up for state leaders, congressional leaders, senators, governors, mayors, right? Use your voice that the Almighty intended for you to use. Vote it out. We can only, voice it out on social media so long. But the ballot, folks, is more powerful than you will ever know. You will ever know. Vote out this transgenderness of sickness in this country. Because I'm going to tell you right now, as a parent myself, I do not support this crap in America. I don't. I don't support it. I don't follow it. I don't agree with it that children should learn this demented, sick agenda in the school systems. I think it's wrong for them pushing this crap. And I'm tired of it. And that's my closing, guys. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I hope you learned something from it. Remember, guys, head over to our website. You can find the utmost content and material that we post here, not only on the show, but on our website. The most unfiltered material that you can see is on the Patriot Angle Podcast website. Head over to patriotanglepodcast.com. Again, patriotanglepodcast.com. In that website, we have a member section. That's right, guys. You can join the unfiltered Patriot Nation, right? You're getting tired of your posting not reaching social media? Post it on the website. And I, for one, will make sure that your voice is heard, not only on this podcast, but on my website. I will fight for you, the American conservative patriot. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast. Remember to follow us on Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon Music, and Audible. Also streaming live on Twitch. Remember to follow and like us, guys, for unfiltered, uncensored, raw content. Also, please head over to www.patriotanglepodcast.com for all your exclusive Patriot Angle Podcast content and material, as well as the merchandise website, www.patriotunfiltered.com. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.